researcher at LIP, the Laboratório de Instrumentação e Física de Partículas. I work in particle physics, so I study the small constituents of matter. I remember that I saw the list of lectures that you're going to have, and I thought, okay, there are some here that it's more engineering. I was not very fond of engineering stuff, but there are some nice things about fundamental physics, like astrophysics, particle physics, and all this kind of stuff. So since I entered the physics course, I decided that I want to do some fundamental physics and research, not applied physics. I talked with some professors there about relativity and particle physics, so I tried both. And at the end, I decided just for particle physics. What drew me most to this was trying to understand exactly how are the building blocks of matter. That's how I end up in particle physics and not, for instance, relativity or cosmology or something like this. It was interesting because I knew that, okay, when I started to work on this, I started to work more on things related to LHC without knowing still. And it was nice because after the master, when I entered the PhD, there were the first collisions of not only proton-proton collisions but also of heavy ion, like essentially to study these very basic building blocks to create this new state of matter that in principle was the beginning of our universe, that is the quark-gluon plasma. And this was basically the most fundamental questions that drew me to do these kind of things. In practical terms, what I do in the everyday life is so I have a lot of computing as well. So we also have to do a lot of coding, simulations, develop models, and all this kind of stuff. And I also have theory. So we also do, for those that are also interested in this, we also do quantum field theory. And this exactly is what I really like about this field of DLHC. So most of the people that work, for instance, in proton-proton collisions, they study, like, for instance, Higgs or other sector, exclusive sector. We in heavy ions have all these kind of things happening at the same time. So one person can easily do like very fundamental theoretical calculations, or can, for instance, develop some way of a new experimental method or something like this, and you can do both. And this is actually what I think it's really interesting in this field, because I work not only with theorists but also with experimentalists. So, and this, I think it's not unique, but it's one of the few fields in which this kind of co-working between different communities is still possible. So I think this is very nice. I can do a little bit more of theoretical calculations, and when I get bored I go to some coding, and usually I get bored of coding as well, and then I come back again to the theoretical calculations. So it's something that I really enjoy in this thing. So for someone that, for instance, can get easily bored of doing exactly the same task over and over, this, I think, it's one of the good things about this.